Good morning, Patriots. You know what today is? That was a hint. It's National Popcorn Day. What could be so great about that, right? I hope you all got a nice, warm, hot cup of coffee. Start your day off. Join me or whatever beverage you choose to drink. You know, it's 5 o'clock somewhere, right? That's what they say, anyways. Take a big drink. Get started on a good day. You know, this is a day that the Lord has made, and I will rejoice and be glad in it. Absolutely. I'm excited for today. This is going to be a great movie, right? How many of y'all with me? How many of you know what I'm talking about? How many are just trolling and lost and don't have a clue? That's what I'm talking about, you trolls. You're in the dark, like my background. In the dark. Don't know nothing. Why are the Trumpsters so excited? Why are they so happy their guy is lost and he's leaving? I don't know. We shall see, shouldn't we? It is 8:31 a.m. on January 19th, 2020, National Popcorn Day. I hope you're having a great day. 2020 was the year the conspiracy theory became reality. 2021 may be the year everything changes. And we shall find out. And we shall find out shortly. So, just letting you know, I've got my popcorn ready. I'm ready for the movie to start. Just gonna, get it going. See what happens. I'm really not the biggest fan of popcorn, but my kids eat the crap out of the stuff, so they'll enjoy that. I'm excited about today. I really am fired up. And I want to talk to you about something. I've done this a few times, and I didn't have as many followers as I did the other times. Oh, got to clear that popcorn out of my throat. Just trying to have some fun with today's event. You know, we're in a gray area. We're in an area where two possible conclusions can happen. One conclusion is that Joe Biden tomorrow is sworn in, and we start the new country. We start off with we end the republic. The republic's over. We're no longer a constitutional republic, and we become a democratic socialist society. And it'll be great because there'll be balloons and unicorns and streamers, and everybody will hold hands and sing Kumbaya. Well, we can't sing Kumbaya. I'm sure we'll have some song to sing. They'll make up something, it won't make any sense, but it'll be cool and everybody will like it. Because if you don't like it, well, you'll like it or you'll like it. Mandatory fun. That's one possibility. Well, they're going to round up all the Trump supporters' kids and re-educate them. We don't want them Trump supporters putting any bad ideas in them kids. But there is an option too. And you want to know why we're so excited? There is an option too. And option two is that God is still on his throne and that he is still in control and that something may happen because it's National Popcorn Day. And I'm not a prognosticator and I'm not a Q guy and I'm not any of that stuff. So I'm not going to get in here and make any predictions on what's going to happen. Did you guys get your popcorn? But I do want to talk about something that I think is kind of cool, and I'm leading up to something, and I'm going to talk about something that I find very, very important. I need another swig of coffee. I hope you're having some too, or whatever beverage you choose to drink. I like my coffee strong and black. Just nothing in it. No sugar, no nothing. Just the way the Army made it back in the day. So, here's what I want to talk about today. Many of you know what this is. Now, don't mind the little dot right there. It's green, and my green screen is having a hard time with this. This is a dollar bill. Here's a shot of the dollar. That's a picture I took just a little bit ago of the dollar bill I'm holding in my hand. This is a Federal Reserve dollar bill. I want to point out a few things about this dollar bill, this legal tender. It's what you use to buy your groceries, your gasoline, your cigarettes, whatever it is you're buying, your weed down at the dispensary, whatever, because you can't use credit card. You have to use cash. But this is a dollar bill, Federal Reserve note, okay? This thing right here. And I want you to pay close attention to a couple of things. One, it says right here, this note is legal tender for all debts, public and private. That's right there. That's off. I took that picture right off of that dollar bill I was holding in my hands. This says Federal Reserve note. Federal Reserve note. What's a note? A note. You know, you get a house note, you get a car note, you get a bank note. What's a note? A note is an issuance of debt. This is an issuance of debt. And it's under the Federal Reserve system. It's a fiat currency. It's based upon the good faith and credit of the United States of America. And I almost can't say that with a straight face. We are in the neighborhood of 30 trillion of these in debt to who? Well, the Federal Reserve. And some other nation states and stuff, but I'm not going to chase that rabbit and get all complicated with it. We're somewhere in the neighborhood of $200 trillion in unfunded mandates. Well, Mike, what's an unfunded mandate? It's a promise. You know, Social Security is an unfunded mandate. Retirement plans for federal employees is an unfunded mandate. Oh, but Mike, there's a lockbox with my man. We're 30 trillion in debt. There's no lockboxes. There's no mattress with money stuffed in it and the Federal Reserve. I'm wondering if there's even gold in Fort Knox. I mean, we're 30 trillion in debt. Understand what I'm saying to you? This is a promise. That's all it is. It's hey, woo, in the wind, woo. We promise you that one of those $30 trillion debts is yours. Yay. That's all it is. You know, but it never was that, not always was that way. Yeah, we've had debt, we've had other things. That's the way it works. I get that. But I want to introduce you to another thing. This is a 1935, I think it says. I'm blind in one eye. Blue note or blue certificate. It's a little different. You put them next to each other. They're slightly different in design. They're about the same shape. They're about. Don't mind the black dot. That's just my green. It's supposed to look like this. But so this is your blue note. Okay, it's a picture of the one I just held up. That's your blue note or blue certificate. This is what we use currently, a Federal Reserve note. So this is what we used to use. This is what we have now. Okay. Now I'm going somewhere with this. I want to point out a couple differences on this. Okay. This also says that this certificate, notice it doesn't say note, this certificate is legal tender for all debts, public and private. You notice that? This one says this note. This one says this certificate. I apologize. It's a little blurry. I didn't get a good shot of that. This one says it's a Federal Reserve note. This one's a little different. It says silver certificate. This certifies that there is on deposit in the Treasury of the United States of America $1 in silver payable to the bearer on demand. Well, that's a little different. There's a difference between this one and this one. This one is a promise that someday it might be worth something. This is a silver certificate that says, where's it at? There it is. That says, silver certificate, this certifies that there is on deposit in the Department of Treasury, United States of America, $1 in silver payable to the bearer on demand. So what does that mean? Well, what that means is if you took this, whoa, I'm hitting the wrong buttons. If you took this to the bank and you said, I want some silver, the bank would hand you one of these. Now, if you can't see what that is a Morgan silver dollar. Isn't that cool? That's a Morgan silver dollar. It's upside down on the back side when you flip it around. So there it is, the Morgan silver dollar, okay? So when you went to the bank with one of these and you said, give me silver, they give you one of these. Or they might give you a peace dollar, which is effectively worth the same. This is about 80% silver. They put some other alloys in it to make it, a little tougher as you handle them. This is a 19. I can't read it. No, this is an 1882. It's not a Carson City, by the way, which would make it a lot more collectible, which it was, but it isn't. Okay. So what's the significance of that? Well, if you went to the store today with this, if you went to McDonald's with this, you might be able to buy with this and some change an iced tea. Okay. So let me give you an example. But if you had one of these today that you could exchange for one of these, it would be worth this. 1951, as of about 20 minutes ago on the open market. That's what a Morgan silver dollar is worth in silver. So let's just call it 20 bucks. So think about this for a second, okay? If you and Ma and your 2.5 kids went down to McDonald's to buy some Happy Meals and a couple of Big Mac meals, it'd cost you about 30 bucks today. Can we agree on that? Everybody in the audience says yes. Okay, gotcha. We agree on that. About 30 bucks, give or take. Depending on if you supersized or not, right? So you go down, you and Ma and the 2.5 kids, and you get yourself a couple of Happy Meals and a couple of Big Mac meals. 30 bucks. But if you were paid, that's if you paid with these. But if you paid with these, it would cost you about $1.50. That's right. How do you figure? Because if we figure that this dollar is worth one of these Morgan silver dollars, which is worth around 20 bucks, give or take fair market value for the day, because the price does vary. But we're going to average it to 20 bucks. And it would cost you 30 of these, but this is worth 20 of those. It would cost you 1.5 of these to purchase the same $30 worth of stuff for this. Does that make sense? Have I confused everybody? Have I lost you? Does that make sense? Because what I'm saying to you is we used to be on a metal monetary, so people say the gold standard, which it wasn't really exactly a gold standard. We did have dollars that were based on gold. We had gold coins, like a $20 gold piece. But the dollar bill was mostly based on silver. And as silver would go up or silver would go down, the price may vary. But silver's been pretty consistent for a long period of time. Now, let me show you something else. Let me explain this to you in reverse, okay? So I heard Glenn Beck one time tell a story. And he said that if he went with a $20 gold piece in 1919 into a clothing store in Manhattan, downtown, and had one of the finest handmade suits out of the finest materials, all the best materials money could buy, the hat, the gloves, the tie, the cane, the suit, the shoes, the socks, the underwear, the shirt would cost you approximately that 20 bucks on that $20 gold piece. If you walked into that same clothing store today down in Manhattan, in New York City, with that same $20 gold piece, and you have that guy's great-grandson who's taken over the business make you the exact same suit adjusted for, times, it would still cost you approximately the same as that $20 gold piece. Because that $20 gold piece was worth $20 in gold back then. And it's worth $5,000 to $10,000 in gold today, depending on how much it weighs. See, the gold price never changed. The value of the suit is still the same. It's worth that much gold, an ounce or two or three of gold. If it's an ounce of gold, it's about $1,800. If it's 3 ounces of gold, well, you're looking at $6,000. You see where we're going with this? The price of gold compared to the suit hasn't changed. It's the devaluation of this that has changed. You see, because this is only backed by the good faith and credit in the United States of America. And would you agree with me that the good faith and the credit of the United States of America ain't quite what it used to be. Wouldn't you say? That maybe we're on a little bit of shaky ground financially, being $30 trillion in debt. Does that make sense to you? What if I told you that there's a possibility we might go back to this one day? You tell me no way, not going to happen. I did tell you it was National Popcorn Day, didn't I? You guys ready? You guys excited? You guys think it'll happen? What do you think? I don't have all the answers, and I don't know what's coming up. I don't know what's going to happen. I don't know. Tomorrow, Sniffer Joe and Joe Biden and Kamala Harris will be inaugurated. Donald Trump will get on Air Force One and fly away. I don't know. Maybe. Or maybe something else will happen. Why are there 30,000 troops in D.C.? Why did they deputize 2,000 of them into the U.S. Marshal system? That doesn't make any sense to me. Does it make sense to you guys? I mean, I don't understand what that's all about. But let me ask you a question. We have two possibilities. Either Donald Trump is the bumbling fool that the media says that he is, that he's bumbling, stumbling, that he doesn't know what he's doing and never has, that he's colluded with Russia, that he's a misogynistic, racist, homophobe, who's just spending his daddy's money and he has no idea what he's doing. Or the last 4 years was one giant setup for today, and Donald Trump has the biggest cojones of any man that's ever walked the face of this planet. Those are our two choices. I mean, the media says those are our two choices. Which do you think it is? Could you imagine if the whole time the president of the United States, Donald J. Trump, has been orchestrating events to lead up to today, knowing what was going to happen, knowing that the Dominion machines in the middle of the night were going to stop and they were going to flip these votes, knowing that they were going to do all kinds of fraud and they were going to do everything in their power to steal the election, knowing all about Burisma, knowing all about China, knowing all about Hunter's laptop, knowing all about what's his name? God, I can't think of his name now. Uma Aberdeen's husband, whatever his name is. So you guys know. You put it in the comments there. I can't think. Anthony Weiner. That's it. All about his laptop and what was on it. Or the 30,000 emails. Where did they go? Or Seth Rich. What happened there? You know, the FBI admitted the other day that they never looked into his computer. Interesting. Well, again, tell me why there's 30,000 troops, and we've never had to have 30,000 troops in D.C. before. What? Why are there troops in Sacramento? Why are there troops in Jeff City? Why are there troops in Florida? Why are they rioting in New York City? Their guy won. Things aren't adding up. We're not getting the full picture here. The media might be leaving something out. You know, as I sit here and I look at the picture, I think there are two options left. One, Joe Biden becomes president, gets inaugurated, gives his recorded speech because he can't give a live speech because, well, you know the thing. They move into the White House. They have a bunch of parties. And we prepare to collapse the dollar and move into a one world system. Or this was a big, entire sting operation with cojones the size of the Grand Canyon Because I tell you what, man, I couldn't do it. I couldn't hold off. I couldn't say, if I had the goods and I knew all this was happening and I knew that there was some kind of Luciferian pedophile coup going on. Oh, I said it out loud. They're going to ban me now. I couldn't do it. Righteous anger in me couldn't do it. Hold off to the very, very last second to make sure that you could spring your trap. Are you kidding me? I mean, it just seems impossible. Just seems like that's just outlandish. That's a conspiracy. I heard someone say the other day that if the government put evidence against you together in a pile, circumstantial evidence, no real facts, just, it really looks bad for you. And they present that to court to a grand jury, it's called a crime. But if you take circumstantial evidence and you put the pieces together, you look around at the 30,000 troops in D.C., you look around at Patriot missile batteries in D.C., you look around at all the riots that happened all summer long, you wonder where this Hong Kong flu came from that caused us to shut down all of our business and destroy the hottest economy we've ever had in this country. And you look back and you say, what the heck's going on here? You see the Russia. Meanwhile, they're taking money left and right from the Chinese and the Ukrainians, and you're going, wait a second, hold up a minute. That's a conspiracy. But if they accused you of it, it'd been a crime. See, when you accuse them, it's a conspiracy. When they accuse you, it's a crime. Two different standards. I said in all my videos that 2020 was the year the conspiracy theories became reality. I mean, everything right down to aliens. But what's 2021 going to be? I'll tell you what Kim Clement said. He said, massive revival is coming. That God was going to wake Americas up. He said that the revival was not going to come from the church. No, not from the church. The church missed it. It's going to come from these young people, these people that have been neglected and deceived and misled. This new generation, he said. That's where it's going to come from. He said that he's going to bring about something. This is from Kim Clement. It's not me. And it's not exact words, okay? This is my own words because I got to dumb things down a little bit. He said he's going to bring about something, that he's going to use America to evangelize the world with this new generation. Not my generation, but my kids and their kids. He also says that through Donald Trump, and that he gets 2 terms, he was going to do something simple. This simple thing, he said. It will be so simple that people will say, why didn't I think of that? It'll be so simple and so amazing that it can only come from God. He said that. So either Kim Clement is a liar and not a prophet, or Donald Trump gets 2 terms. That's where we're at. So I don't know. Either Mark Taylor is a liar and not a prophet, or Donald Trump gets 2 terms. Either all these other preachers and prophets that are saying 2 terms are liars and not prophets, or Donald Trump gets 2 terms. I don't know. God hasn't spoken to me and said Donald Trump gets 2 terms. God hasn't spoken to me and said, I'm not a prophet. He doesn't come to me and say anything. I mean, I ain't had no visions. I don't know. I believe in God 100%. That just ain't my place in life. And I really don't want that burden, to tell you the truth. I'm excited to see. How many of you are fired up and excited to see what comes? You see, that's what they don't understand. They don't get the trolls that are on here right now trolling. You guys lost. They're so hateful and mad and upset and worried and scared, and they don't know why. And they look at us and we're like, woo, it's popcorn day. Yay. There's going to be a blackout. It's going to be great. We're fired up and excited. Woo. I can't wait for the emergency broadcast. Gosh, I hope there is one. We're fired up, excited. We're like, I'm a Chiefs fan, so get over it. Okay. We're like watching the Chiefs, and the Chiefs are it's 4th and 36, and they're on the 20-yard line. And it's like, all right, Mahomes got this one. What's Mahomes going to do? That's where we're at right now. 4th and 26, and Mahomes got the ball. We're fired up. Just see what happens. I mean, 2 possibilities. He don't get there, or he throws a deep ball to Tyreek Hill. He runs it in for a touchdown, or he throws it right down the line, 37 yards, right stack down the middle, and Kelsey catches that ball, boom, right in the chest. How many times has he done that? First down. I don't know. Hey, he's missed them too. Hey. But what you going to do? Well, you're going to break out your popcorn and you're going to watch the movie. And while the rest of the world is melting down, you're going to be shoving popcorn in your mouth going, this is awesome. I can't wait. Oh, it's going to be a fun day. Praise the Lord for all the blessings that he's bestowed upon me and you and the United States of America. Because God is greater than all of this. I think of a song that my kids used to sing when they were little. He goes, God is bigger than the boogeyman. He's bigger than Godzilla and the monsters on TV. And I tell you what, he's bigger than all of this. And it makes no difference win, lose, or draw. He's still God. I'll still serve him. It don't matter. Solomon says we're but a vapor, a moment in time, and no one will remember us when we're gone. So what does it matter? It's all vanity. I say, bring it on. And if they want to go to a socialist utopia, let them go. I'm not joining. I'll keep my republic. I'll keep my liberty. And I'll fight to the death. Some of you were irritated when I had the Chinese flag up behind me. And it might go back up depending on what happens in the next 48 hours. But that's my expression of the country. The Constitution died the other day when they signed the certificates of those fraudulent states. The rules only apply to those who choose to follow them. So if they don't follow them, what's the point of having rules? But we're about to see a rebirth. And I think you're about to see something that's going to shock even those of you that are excited about it. I think we're going to be in shock and awe. We don't know, we don't understand the depths of the depravity that we're about to be witness to. And we don't know, and we don't understand the depths of the blessing that we're about to receive once we're past it. My God is bigger than the boogeyman. And he's bigger than Donald Trump, and he's bigger than the socialists, and he's bigger than anything in this world. Eternity is an awfully long time. Are you prepared for that? Do you question that? Do you wonder what that means? There's some answers out there. You know, I'll check my comments after this. If you need to, if you're questioning that, I'll send you in the right direction. So with that, I'm going to jump off here. I'm going to get my popcorn. I'm going to get my coffee. I'll probably drink the coffee and eat the popcorn later. And I'm going to turn on the news and wait and see what happens. It's going to be fun. I'm telling you, get ready. Wouldn't it be great if that's what our dollar was worth by this time next year. Could you imagine? Could you imagine filling up your gas tank for 30 or 40 cents a gallon? Could you imagine? Won't that be awesome? Don't forget, it's National Popcorn Day. Get your popcorn ready. Going to watch the movie. It's going to be fun. Enjoy this day. Enjoy the next day. I know, scary. It's freaky. It's, oh my gosh, what's going to happen? What are we going to do? Enjoy it. This is history. You're going to tell your no matter what happens, you're going to tell your grandchildren you were there. No matter what happens. I do appreciate you all jumping on. Share it. Look, Facebook has blocked me till the 23rd. But I notice a whole lot of other people with my point of view have been blocked till the 23rd. Wonder why that is. I wonder what's going to come out that they don't want us sharing. So here's the deal. Make sure you subscribe. Make sure you ring the little bell. Make sure you like this and you share this with your friends. Okay? That's number one. Number two, follow me on Rumble. I'm on Rumble also. Go over there and find me on Rumble because I may not be here too much longer either. So with that, I appreciate you all jumping on. You guys have a great day. Enjoy this day. It's going to be good. History in the making.